Hello. If you're watching this video, you're probably watching it to actually find out everything there is to know about custom units in tabs. If you're not, I'm just gonna pretend you know something about tabs, okay? Because I don't want to explain this entire game, at least not in this video. So, to make a custom unit, you go to Custom Content, and then you're going to want to click units if it doesn't already bring you here. There is battles, campaigns, units, factions, and map creator. You're going to want to go to units for this. Then you hit make new unit. If you don't have any units already created, this part will be empty. But this is where you can edit units you've already created. So you go to make new unit and you'll start off with this. If you want to change the way he looks, then you go to unit base. There's 3 bases. Wobbler, which is this one, Stiffy, which is a skeleton, and Halfling, which is a hobbit from J.R.R. Tolkien's The Hobbit. You can change the voice, which just change how he sounds. He sounds like a ballista. Interesting. Didn't know they talked. But let's just go Wobbler for this. This doesn't really affect anything, but this does. This is targeting types. So there's enemy, closest friend, most expensive friend, and least health friend. Enemy is what you're usually gonna do. Unless you want a healer, then you're gonna choose one of these 3. Or a trick unit. Rider, you can create a custom unit and make it ride another custom unit. For weapons, a unit can be one-handed or two-handed. Two-handed means it just holds one weapon with both hands, and one-handed means it can have each hand. There's a lot of stuff here, like a lot. So let's just go up to here and give him some short spears. Now, if you want to have a giant weapon, like, say, Executioner's Axe, this does not look manageable with one hand. So you're going to want to flip this. This is in his main hand. This is in his offhand. And hit two-handed. This will just get ignored. And if you hit one-handed, it'll reappear. Then there's abilities. Any unit can have 5 abilities, and there's lots of abilities. There's ones for movement, like walking, jumping, charging. There's ones to intimidate enemies or transform. There's attacks, like you can make him breathe fire or yell. There's defensive, block projectiles, or parry. There's a bunch of random ones. I'm just going to do self-copy for this. And let's say he can dodge. You can give him clothes. Like, there's lots of clothes too. Let's just give him a beard, a quiver. Probably should have a shirt. Some nice pants, arm guards, and shoes. Interesting choice of clothes. Then you can change his hit points. You can either hit the plus and minus or just type. I don't recommend changing the size past 1.3 because the unit just breaks. You can change his hit points, his weight, which is just how much he can carry, I guess. It helps him carry bigger weapons. His movement speed, so he walks faster. His attack speed, so he attacks faster. and how much damage does. Now notice this says an X because each weapon already has certain stats. This just multiplies its stats. So this already does a set amount of damage. This multiplies the damage. This is to save them. So you take a picture of your unit. Don't blink. You can change the cost. This is what the game says. But I don't want him to be so expensive, so we're gonna make him 1. Nope. 2? No. 100. Yeah, okay. Enter a description if you want, but I think that's only if you're uploading it to like multiplayer and stuff. This guy has an axe. You can also change the colors of the clothes. So like if you wanted him to have black shoes. And the colors of the weapons. This says stats, but that's only for ranged weapons where you can choose what they shoot. So like if you remove this, give him any ranged weapon. Give him a thunderbolt. But then you can go to stats and change the projectile to anything you want. Like really anything. Bomb, that's a bit big, man. Crossbow bolt. He looks so ridiculous holding that. But yeah, it still makes the sounds of the thunderbolt, which is really funny. And then if you want to see how he actually acts, you can hit test unit, and it'll test him against random units from the game. Yeah, something tells me it has something to do with the cost. If we hit auto, does this change what he fights? Oh yeah, the price actually dictates. Okay, yeah, maybe that fire breath is a bit overpowered. But then again, the dragons also have it. So yeah. And then just save the unit. You make sure you have the picture, everything, and you hit save unit. You can change it from red and blue, because I'm going to assume you know how the game works. These are just the 2 teams. Oh, you also have to name him. So we're going to name him Bob, because I have no other clue what to name him. Hit save unit, and he's saved. He should be right here. I still have no clue how they sort these. I'll trust the comments to tell me. And then if you want to actually use him, you have to add him to a faction. So we hit new faction. You can name it whatever you want. Bob's faction. Oh, yeah, I have to add proper whatever grammar. We add Bob. Change the color. Say blue. And the symbol. Hit save. And that's pretty much it. Then you go hit back. You go to sandbox. You just want, and then you hit more factions. Add the faction with the unit you want to use. We're gonna take all these away. Choose the unit. Place them on whatever side. Place whatever enemies you want on the other side. Just watch them decimate them. I have health bars turned on. You actually have to turn this on in settings. But yeah. And then while you're in the battle, you can hit G to make it slow motion, or F and look at a unit to possess that unit. So yeah, that is how you create custom units and tabs.